Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our talk with Coach Butch Pedersen, presented by Main Street Suites. Coach, dropped a tough one Friday night over at Iowa City, Regina. Hard-fought game, just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, we played well. At times we didn't execute very well. We put the kids in position to make some plays, and they just weren't able to do that. And quite frankly, Regina was stronger. They're more mature. We are. They have a lot of seniors on that front line, and they played a good game, and they're a great football team. But I was proud of the hustle, the determination. I thought late in the game we should have shown maybe a little more effort. We've talked about that this year, and it's something that young kids do once in a while, and we'll improve in that area.
Well, it seemed like one of the things I'd noticed was throughout, that game, even when you fall behind, they didn't hang their heads. They kept that effort going. They kept that mentality of, we're here to play this entire 48 minutes, and for the most part, we're able to do that.
Well, I think that's indicative of this particular team all year long. They don't quit. They keep fighting, and that's what we want. And we have some great games ahead of us, hopefully, and in the future looks bright. And so we're hoping that this is just a springboard into the future.
Well, it seemed like several times both sides of the ball did some really good things, might have just been one step away here or there. Has the team been responding pretty well in terms of trying to see that on film and clean things up just a little bit?
On Saturday morning, we watched the game tape, and we watched it pretty extensively, and they saw some of the weaknesses that we have, and they saw some of the strengths that we had. And bottom line is we need to get everybody, every single sport in our school district needs to buy into the weightlifting program. And quite frankly, I don't think that happens here all the time. And I think that that's something that we have to do in every sport, because I think the stronger you are, the better opportunity you have to win. And I also think when you have great strength, you have the reduction of injuries. And that's in every sport. So that's something I'm going to really push for. And I know that a lot of the coaches will listen to that and follow through, I'm sure. And it's a positive situation for us when we hope that we've exposed it and we can get better at it.
Well, we head into the final week of the regular season here. We know from a couple weeks ago, playoffs already locked up, but still a lot to play for here tonight, taking on Wilton.
Oh, there's no question about it. We beat Wilton here tonight, and we got a second-place seed. We'll play a third-place seed, and we'll have a home game. We lose a game, we're on the road against a number 2 seed, while we're a number 3 seed. And Wilton's 5-2. We're 5-2. They got a great football team. They've had 2 kids that are hurt with concussions, and they're both back this week. And that's going to make them a lot better football team than they were. And it's going to be a big challenge for us. The field's been bad all year long, and it's going to be worse here tonight, I think. It's rained quite a bit this week. And, the thing that we always talk to the kids about, though, and that's the field's the same field for us as it is for them. And I don't like excuses too much. We're going to go out there and bang heads and see what we can do.
So real quick, what's the key on a muddy field like that to be able to make sure that you keep your footing and do the things that you need to do to be successful?
And ball security is huge. I think ball security is huge, and be able to pick the kind of plays that you think you can run at. And the field, depending on the condition of the field, lots of times I like to throw. I think that's it's an advantage because we know where our cuts are going to be, and so we'll see what happens with that. But I know that Marty and Jake, I've talked to Jake especially this week, we're really looking forward to fixing this field. It's in bad shape, and both those people know that, and we're going to have a better field next year, and I'm convinced of that.
Well, finally here, Coach, it is senior night. Small in numbers, but big in terms of what they've been doing to this program. 8 guys going to get recognized here tonight that have meant a lot for this program.
Oh, absolutely. They've been good leaders for us, and their parents have been outstanding. We've made a lot of money this year, and with that money, I think we're going to be able to get some different kinds of uniforms next year, and that's a lot of the credit is to our captains' parents and other people in the community who also have donated money to us. We pay for a lot of things in our football department ourselves by raising money, and I'm proud of that, and I think it's okay for kids to do that. I think it shows some responsibility on their part to do that, and we're going to continue to run that process.
Well, hopefully it translates out here on the field as well, continuing some of those things as well. Coach, thanks very much for joining us.
I do like to mention one more thing, because a lot of people have been asking all week long, was the first snap over the punter's head a touchdown? Yes, it was. And sometimes, officials can make mistakes, coaches make mistakes, players make mistakes. That happens. It's not an excuse. It's just a reality check, and that was a mistake. It should have been a touchdown, and I think those officials did everything they possibly could that night to do a great job, and I really applaud them, because a lot of people don't want to officiate anymore, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and quite frankly, some of it's the fans. And I think we have to understand that, and we need to be supportive of the officials at all times.
It's a sportsmanship effort for everybody down on that field, not just the players, but players, coaches, referees, everybody else involved too. So
there's no question. Number 77, Gaffey, I think Drake got hurt and he had a cramp, and he came right over to Drake and lifted his leg up, and that showed me a lot of class on Gaffey's part, number 77, and I told him that. That's what it's all about. It's not about West Branch, Regina hating each other. It's about playing as hard as you can. When the game's over with, you can be friends.
Yep. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Coach. Back with more of the pregame right after this. You're listening to the Bearcast at westbranch.football.